What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to drop in. So if you've never dropped in before and you want to kind of learn how it works, then basically you can start on the flat ground. That would be my advice to start off with. Don't start on a quarter pipe or even a banking. Just start on the flat ground to make sure that you know where you're putting your feet and you know how much to lean forward, that you can confidently and quickly connect your front wheels down on the ground. So let's talk it through. What do you need to do with your feet? Okay, so I've got my skateboard here. What I'm going to do with the drop in, I'm just going to simply leave my board on the floor. I'm going to push my tail down so the front end is raised. I'm going to keep my foot on the tail with my foot facing sideways, and I'm going to put my front foot up near the bolts. I'm going to lean forward and bend my knee, tip forward, but keeping the tail on the floor, keeping the front end raised, tip forward as much as I can, and then in one motion, very quickly, just snap the front end down. And that's it. So keep my back foot on the tail, my front foot's going to go just about here, my bolts are here. Front foot here. Just stand and make sure you can hold this position. Leaning forward, dipping my chest and bringing my chest over my knee. This is key. So I've got a lot of potential weight over this way. Now my weight isn't back here, my weight is nice and forward, and that means I'm ready to transition my weight forward onto the front wheels. I bend my knee and I lean forward and lean and lean and lean, and then in one moment, boom, straighten that front knee, lean forward to connect the front wheels on the floor. One common mistake I see with people learning to drop in is they're simply not quick enough. They might have their feet in the right place, but they're lacking in confidence, which is understandable. But then this causes them to actually increase the chances that they're going to fall and hurt themselves because they're not kind of quick enough, they're not confident enough. So at this skate park at the edge of the park, we've got this little thing. It's about the height of a curb. You could use a curb in the street or car park or something. Obviously choose somewhere that there's not a lot of cars and pedestrians. Keep yourself and others safe. What you can do is stick your tail on the edge and just get used to dropping and rolling away. I'm going to put my tail on the edge like this, keep my weight on the tail so the board stays elevated, the front end's off the ground, balancing on the back foot so all my weight is over the back, and you can hold this position until you feel confident. My feet are pretty much sideways. What I'm going to do is slowly start to lean forward, bend this front knee, and then in one confident motion lean right forward and connect my front leg with the floor, straightening my leg. If you've got to this point and you're feeling good, you could try and find like a small little ramp in the street. Like sometimes the curbs, they come up and down so that people can get on their driveways. Sometimes you can just put your tail up with that little drop in the pavement, and you can kind of just drop in there and get used to that feeling of going down a very slight slope. If you've got a skate park, then you may find that you've got some bankings or something in the skate park. Now in my local skate park, we've got a few options. So for example, there is this A-frame obstacle. Now if you were quick enough and confident enough, you could probably balance your tail on there, but it would be difficult to hold your balance. Or you could just use something like this. Now this is kind of high and steep, but if maybe in your skate park you've got something a little bit lower, then that would be an ideal place to start. So again, the same principle applies. Same as the curb, you're going to want to put your board over the edge. Now sometimes in my lessons, some of my students seem to think that you need to have your wheels on top. Now this is a way that you can train yourself and you can kind of get confident, because that way, even if you are a bit slow dropping in, the ramp isn't going to pull you down. So you could try and do a few drop-ins with your wheels on the top, and then you can progress to putting your wheels down. But the reason you need to be very quick on this drop-in, you can't be too slow in tipping it down because the ramp will start to pull you down. I'm going to show you what that looks like now if you are too slow. Okay, so pardon my bad acting there with the too slow dropping on the banking, but you get the point. If you're too slow, you're not going to connect your front wheels on the floor and your tail's going to scrape. You might even, the board might shoot out and you might fall on your bum. If you're at this point and you're feeling good, then you can try the quarter pipes, of course. Now quarter pipes can be a bit daunting. People seem to think that they're going to catch up on the coping, but the whole idea is that if your wheels are actually already set below the coping, then nothing is actually going to roll over the coping. Your tail will simply slide off the coping and you'll roll into this ramp here. The correct position for your drop in is going to be with your wheels below this coping here. Nobody drops in like this, because that's where this can happen. When anyone drops in a skate park, they're always going to be starting like this. In some of my lessons, for example, with this trick, I will assist my students by holding onto their arms and helping make sure that they lean forward enough. I will pull them into the ramp a little bit just to assist and make sure that they're safe, and that improves their confidence as well. So if you've got anyone who can help you, maybe a parent or a friend or someone who can help you with that, then you could also use that as well. One consideration obviously with quarter pipes is that they are steeper. You need to be very confident with tipping your weight forward very quickly. So make sure you've practiced lots on the flat, make sure you've practiced lots on the bankings. Try and find a small quarter pipe if you're feeling really ready, and use some help if you need it. Hopefully you found this tutorial inspiring today and helpful, and some of you guys will learn how to drop in as a result of watching this video. Let me know in the comments how it goes. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and all the other social media platforms. Send us videos of your progress. It'd be really cool to see how you guys are doing, how you guys are skating. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you very soon. Cheers.